Hello everyone, welcome to Many Max Measures. So last class we discussed up to finding the mean, median and mode of this given data. So hope you all understood that part. Now, if any doubt is there in that part, you can just ask me the doubts in comments. Okay, I will just explain that part again. Now, second question, come to the second question. We can see that a train runs for 3 hours at a speed of 65 kilometer per hour and for the next 2 hours at a speed of 55 kilometer per hour. Find the mean speed of train for the 5-hour journey. So mean speed. So the second question says that a train runs for 3 hours at a speed of 65 kilometer per hour and for the next 2 hours it travels by the speed of 55 kilometer per hour. We need to find the mean speed of the train for the whole journey. 5 hours total. 5 hours it traveled. Okay. So we know that the formula for speed. Formula for speed. What is the formula for speed? Speed is actually the distance divided by time. Speed is equal to distance divided by time. Okay, that you must have learned in physics. Here, the mean speed we need to calculate. Mean speed. Mean speed means the total distance traveled divided by total time taken. Okay, so that is the formula for mean time. So here it says that the train travels for 3 hours at a speed of 65 kilometer per hour. So how much will be the total distance it covered? 65 kilometer per hour was the speed and 3 hours it traveled. So the total distance covered will be 3 times 60. That is the total distance covered. Then for the next 2 hours, it traveled at a speed of 55 kilometer per hour, right? So 2 times 55 will be the total distance covered by the train in the next 2 hours. So the total distance, in order to find the total distance, what we did here, for 3 hours, it traveled at a speed of 65 kilometer per hour. So I just multiplied 3 times 65 in order to get the total distance covered. Then for the next 2 hours, it traveled at a speed of 55 kilometer per hour. So I just multiplied them both in order to get the total distance covered in the next 2 hours. So now what I have to do, divided by the total time taken by the entire journey. What was the total time taken by the entire journey? First 3 hours, then it traveled 2 hours. So the total distance traveled is, time taken is 5 hours to cover the entire journey. So when you calculate this, we can see that it will be 195 plus 110 divided by 5. So the final answer, you can use your calculator. So you will get the answer as 61 kilometer per hour. So that is the mean uh, speed of the train. Okay, for the second question, this is the mean speed of the train. Clear? Okay. Now we can go to the next third question, which is what is given there. We have to calculate the mean, median, mode of the frequency distribution. Okay, at first the values are given as a discrete data. Here also the discrete values are described or given in the form of a frequency table. Okay, so in that case, how to calculate the mean? Question number 3, how to calculate the mean of the data for a frequency distribution. The formula for finding the mean for a frequency distribution for finding the mean is sigma xi fi divided by sigma fi. Okay, so in order to find that sigma xi fi, summation xi fi, you need to construct one more column of xi fi. Xi means x1, x2, x3, x4, x5. Here 5 values are there, so 5 times you need to multiply each f5 values, f1, f2, f3, f4 and f5. So when you multiply each xi with corresponding fi, first x1, f1. What is x1? 3. f1, 4. So 3 times 4 is 12. Now 4 times 7, 28. Next 50. Next to answer 42. So these are xifi values and we need to add this in order to get sigma xifi. So what is sigma xifi there? 245. So we'll get 245. So sigma xi will be 245 divided by, what is sigma fi? F1 plus F2 plus F3 plus F4 plus F5. So when you add all the F values, 4 plus 7 plus 11 plus 18 plus 6, we will get the answer 46. So the answer, the mean value will be 5.32. So this is the mean of the frequency data. Okay, when the values are given as the frequency table. Okay, hope you understood this previous knowledge explanation. Now we will move on topic of this different topics of this lesson.